Welcome to Chapter 1 of the Python Basics series. So, what exactly is a variable? Think of it as a labeled storage box. You give the box a name, and you put a value inside it. In Python, you create a variable simply by writing a name, followed by an equals sign, followed by a value. For example, name equals Alice, age equals 25, score equals 98.5. Python automatically figures out what type of value you're storing, you don't need to declare it. Python has two main number types. First is int, short for integer, these are whole numbers with no decimal point. Examples include age equals 25, year equals 2024, or temperature equals -5. The second type is float, which stands for floating point number. These have a decimal point. For example, pi equals 3.14159, price equals 19.99, or ratio equals 0.75. Python supports all standard arithmetic, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division using double slash, modulo using percent, and exponents using double asterisk. Now let's watch the code in action. Notice how we create variables with clean, readable names. We calculate tax by multiplying price by the tax rate. Python handles decimal arithmetic automatically. The f string lets us format numbers neatly using :2f inside the curly braces gives us 2 decimal places. Try running this on your own machine and experiment with different values. Strings are how Python stores text. You create a string by wrapping text in quotes, either single quotes, double quotes, or triple quotes for multi-line text. Python gives you powerful tools to work with strings. You can join two strings together using the plus operator, this is called concatenation. You can use f strings, which let you embed variables directly inside the string by putting them in curly braces. The len function returns how many characters are in the string. And slicing lets you extract parts of a string using square brackets with start and end positions. Let's see strings and lists in action together. We create a list of fruits using square brackets with items separated by commas. The append method adds a new item to the end. We use index 0 to get the first item. Remember, Python always starts counting from 0. For the dictionary, we use curly braces with key:\value pairs. The get method is safer than direct access because it returns a default value if the key doesn't exist. Finally, the items method lets us loop through all key value pairs, very useful. Booleans are the simplest data type, they can only be true or false. They're the foundation of all decision making in your programs. When you compare two values, Python returns a Boolean. 5 greater than 3 returns true. 5 equals 3 returns false. None is a special value that represents the absence of a value, kind of like nothing. You check for none using the as keyword rather than equals. Python also has type conversion, you can turn a string 42 foot into an integer using int, or convert any value to Boolean using bool. A list is an ordered collection of items enclosed in square brackets. What makes lists powerful is that they can store any types of items, strings, numbers, booleans, even other lists. Items in a list are accessed by their index position, starting from 0. So the first item is at index 0, the second at index 1, and so on. Negative indices count from the end, -1 gives you the last item. Lists have many useful built-in methods: append to add items, remove to delete by value, pop to remove and return the last item, sort to order them, and len to count them. A dictionary stores data as key value pairs, similar to a real dictionary where you look up a word to get its definition. You create a dictionary using curly braces, with each pair written as key:\value, separated by commas. Keys are usually strings, but values can be anything: strings, numbers, lists, even other dictionaries. You access a value using its key in square brackets, or more safely using the get method, which lets you provide a default. You can add new key value pairs or update existing ones with a simple assignment. The in operator checks if a key exists. And the items method lets you loop through all pairs. Excellent work on Chapter 1. Let's recap everything you've learned. Int and float store numbers. str stores text wrapped in quotes. Bool stores true or false for logic. List stores an ordered collection in square brackets. Dict stores key value pairs in curly braces for fast lookups. You can always check a variable's type using the type function. These 5 data types are the building blocks of every Python program. In the next chapter, we'll learn how to use operators and conditionals to make our programs intelligent and responsive. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in chapter 2.